So it was back in 2015, and I just started having some kind of crazy symptoms. I was getting double vision every time I would exercise. I was feeling numbness all in like the right side of my body, like kind of down through my leg and my arm. Just all these random things that didn't seem to connect, but just made me feel off. So I decided to go see a neurologist and get checked out. Right from the get-go, he told me that, it kind of looks like you might have MS. Let's run some tests and see what happens. And it turns out that it was. I got MRIs done, and it showed a bunch of lesions on my brain and spine. Basically, my body was attacking itself. I automatically went to worst case scenario. I started thinking about, am I going to be able to walk? I'm engaged, so will I be a burden to my future husband? Was my life going to be shorter? Am I not going to be able to have kids? All of the dreams and things that I'd planned for myself just felt like in that moment, they weren't really going to be possible. And I just remember walking into the elevator and just starting to cry, thinking I'm too young. This isn't supposed to happen to me. This is not a part of my journey. What is the rest of my life going to look like with this chronic illness that there's not a cure for? So I saw it as an opportunity for kind of what can I do to help other people, but also to take advantage of the body that I have been blessed with. And so even though I hated running and I didn't like it, I slowly started getting into it. Thought I would look up a 5K to see if I could, just kind of do something local, low-key. And it turned out that, as I'm Googling, I came across this organization, MS Run the US, which is 19 people who each take a leg of this relay that goes all the way across America. And each chunk is more than 150 miles and at least 6 days long. So it's pretty much a marathon a day any way you look at it. Something inside me just moved, and the days after I just couldn't shake the feeling that it was supposed to be a part of my journey. Anytime I'd have quiet moments with God, I could just feel that tug of this is something that you need to do. Woke up before my alarm went off the morning that I was starting the relay. Obviously, there's just a lot of adrenaline, and I was just feeling excited and nervous and scared, but happy to be going out there. And it's just a moment of buildup because I had literally been training for months and months. I think I did over 1,000 miles of training, but I didn't want to get myself too nervous and worked up about it. I had to center myself on the word of peace. That was the word that I carried with me throughout my whole journey, which seems like the antithesis of what I was doing. The first mile I ran fast because I was just out there and was just absorbing all of the energy, and I was in downtown Denver. I think that I just was excited for what was ahead, and I was hopeful, and I could feel God's presence with me from the very start. And so it was a cool way to get going and to kick it off.
This is where these winding roads have led.
It is day one for Regan, and she started in Curtis Park in Denver this morning. Now she's at a pretty good pace. We're in a good flow. She knows where she's going, and so it's going to be a good day. It is day 3. She is suffering a pretty bad sunburn on her chest and upper arms. Otherwise, though, she's doing really awesome. She's keeping good time. She's staying right on her pace that she trained at, and she should be good for the whole week. So it's day 5 for Regan. She's doing really, really great. She has obviously done her training. She also has her husband with her today, so that's really probably very encouraging. It's day 6 for Regan today, and she mentioned that today her muscles are actually feeling the most sore so far, which I think is more of a mental struggle for her right now, just that she's getting to the end and her body is really starting to feel it.
Our dear friend Regan is in the middle of running 7 marathons in 7 days right now, because she is streaming in right now as she runs. And so Red Rock, she's got a ways to go. Can we just make some serious noise right now for Regan? Keep running. We love you. We got your back.
I'm here now. I will rise up. I will not fall. I will stand up.
I wasn't ready for this. And I don't think that there would ever be a moment, no matter how much training I did, how many marathons that I did, that I would ever think like, yeah, I'm ready to run 178 miles over a week. Man, you just have to take that first step and just trust that God's gonna see you through it if He's called you to it, and just start going. I don't think anybody's really ready to tackle big dreams or tasks that feel like they're just daunting. And the biggest thing is to just start. It's easy to drag your feet and to keep making excuses. And I think I could have put this off for another year and just thought maybe next year I'll try that. Man, am I glad that I just listened to the calling and just stepped into it and gave it a shot, because I don't think any amount of bravery would have ever fully prepared me for walking into an experience like this.